People are not gonna say, people are gonna be biased or something like that. We are the ones who will say everything which is crystal clear. We don't matter, for us it doesn't matter who are your followers, how many followers you have, how big face you are, or we don't want to be predict someone as a winner basis the fact that, oh, he can win the show because he's the face of the show. No, we'll never do that. We will say what we feel, and that is why we are different than many of the others. Guys, give me a minute. I just have to check the audio, if the audio is right or not. That is why we are different. So yeah, the audio is fine, and we can start the review for today. So there's a saying in Hindi, बुलाती है मगर जाने का नहीं. So guys, please tell me, this saying is for whom? Tell me. Can anybody guess this saying is for which contestant? Which is that contestant who invites you but never go? I would like to see people's comment on it, and would want to see what your judgments are. So I just want to start the review for episode 10, Bigg Boss season 19. So yeah, what we saw today, Mridul is having a fantastic start. There is camera spanning or panning on him before, like as the episode starts, and then he has his one comedy liner, and from that the episode sets in. Okay, and now I've seen that there are many times Gaurav is talking about Kunika. I don't know what hatred, or he doesn't like Kunika. Oh, I understand Kunika cannot be someone that can be liked, but Gaurav's focus is on Kunika. I don't know where Gaurav is thinking. Does he think that Kunika is going to win this show? Like, everybody who's a contestant know that Kunika is not going to win this show. So Gaurav's focus should not be on Kunika, because currently Kunika is the center. I have called them Munim in my yesterday's review. In English and Hindi, you can check both. I've called them Munim. There are two Munims. One is Zishan, one is Kunika ji. So these are centerpieces. Everything will revolve around them. So you don't have to target very specifically one set of people. They will do their mistake. You will get a chance. You hit them for a 6. Let them ball the no ball. Na? That time you hit them for a 6. When they're anyways gonna get out, why would the anyways gonna ball or no ball? Why are you trying to do something very different and get out? That's what I want to say. So for Gaurav, whose focus is currently on Kunika, Kunika is part of target of Aves, Praneeth, Basir, that Mr. Bajaj, and who else? Now Mridul as well. And then all the other people who don't like Kunika. Zishan Bhai doesn't like Kunika. Matlab, there are so many people who don't like Kunika, and she is a centerpiece where she gets her piece of banter and dislike comments and this and that. So let's start with what happened today. So I never knew what happened between Kunika and Mridul, that the thing between them shifted. Till now, what I saw was Mridul always used to treat Kunika ji as a mother or senior lady, and basis that fact, he was always in support of her. Today, that shift has changed because somewhere Kunika, he felt it maybe also, and maybe Kunika also felt somewhere, and that's when Mridul was into nominations, and there's a major shift that happened. So let's talk about nominations. But before we talk about nominations, I want to know, guys, who amongst us were waiting for Room of Faith. And when this is democracy, nominations in the actual politics, nominations you lay out in open, but individual nominations or whatever this thing should not be in open. I don't know, in democracy this is nominations are much in open, but there's a room of faith in that you can get saved and blah and shit, and I don't understand what all of that is all about. But let's talk about nominations, which Bigg Boss tried to say teen ka kaam tigada. Actually, the entire sequence was like a star. 3 points of the star are the nominated people, and 3 points of the star, other 3 points of the star are the people who are going to stand and vote in your favor. But are going to speak in your favor and vote the other ones who they want to get them nominated. Basis this trio, someone will be nominated. Yeah. That's what the logic was. Okay, so let's do the first sequence. So there was first Mr. Aves, Nagma, and Basir are the 3 contestants that were invited by the Bigg Boss. And Basir, like, actually, when I was seeing the TV, even I thought I have to go and stand on the red thing. But when Basir jumped into the red thing, eventually tore it. So then they had to repair it later. After the Basir scene and this thing was done, they repaired it, they stitched it and they fixed it, I think. So yeah, so Basir just tore that star. He said, no, I'm the star. He actually tore it. But yeah, let's come to Aves, Nagma and Basir. So Bajaj voted for Basir. He doesn't like Basir, is why he voted for Basir. Amal voted for Avez, and that's why Zishan also voted for Avez. If Amal would have voted for Nagma, Zishan would have voted for Nagma. Okay. Now, when this vote was happening, Avez was saying that, oh, this is in group, this is a group activity, you guys are planning this out and all that and all. Okay. Avez, what do you think? What are nominations all about? When there is three people and three people coming to voice their concern, it will be like that. Na? And when you're standing with your wife, you don't have any option. If Basir people will come, they will vote you. If your people will come, they'll vote Basir. Yeah. So actually, I thought the idea of Bigg Boss was calling Awais, Nagma, and Basir for the nomination. They actually thought that Nagma would be the one who would have got nominated, but eventually Nagma got saved and Awais got nominated. Now Always is saying ये दोस्ती यारी you guys are playing in friendship and I can also stand out by giving bad words. So I think Basir was the one who said out very clearly there that you don't have to give bad words to stand out. You can do something much different. I and my personality has so many things that you can learn from there and do something very different. Rather than always, like I just felt that always point of view is so wrong. He's thinking that to stand out you have to give bad words. No, you can stand out by being Tanya. You can stand out by being Zishan. You can stand out by being Kunika. You can stand out by being Amal. You can stand out by being Nehal. But you can stand out by being someone. So you can stand out by being yourself also, always. So I don't know why Ave's point of view is so wrong in this show. And then he's stating in the show somewhere he's saying that now he's understood the show. Arey bro, you can just stand out by being yourself. But Aves is not doing that, so I don't know. So for Aves, I feel bad, but Aves is nominated. There's a lot for him to give content, I feel, but I don't know will he give or not because for I somewhere in his head, Aves does feel that bad words is something or speaking ill is something that's gonna make you stand out. Now let's do the second set of sequence. So there was this guy, Mridul. So the second sequence were Mridul, Natalia, and Neelam. Okay, so Mridul and Natalia as a jodi were invited, and Neelam was a separate person. So normally they would want someone on the jodi to be nominated. Neelam, I don't think they would want them to be nominated for now. But I felt is what happened because Natalia is the one who's not talking much. So if you go to see Mridul, Natalia, and Neelam, because Natalia is doing not much, she is a foreigner, but for as a content, she's not doing much. She should be nominated. So that's why Bigg Boss got these three guys as secrets. But what happened? People's vote changed. Eventually, Tanya voted for Mridul, and she said that Mridul is following a gang, and is playing in a gang, which I didn't think Tanya's point of view was right because until now I didn't see it. Mridul was not playing in a gang, which I am clearly stating because Mridul was playing his individual game, but he did like Neelam, Tanya, and that piece. But today he just figured out that he's not part of that gang. Now Konika ji said that Mridul. So Konika ji nominated Mridul, saying that Mridul is a bin pende ka lota. Now, someone like Kronika ji, who is a senior most person, who's telling a 21-year-old kid or a guy that he's been pende ka lota and he's from Noida, he's gonna lose his school and he's gonna go on attack mode. And he did get on attack mode. Mridul did get on attack mode, and he started taking a case of Konika ji, and it was right, left, and center, which was fun also. But you do feel bad for Konika ji because she is getting targeted from everywhere. So what I felt is that though Mridul was doing whatever he was doing, because everybody was cheering for Mridul, Mridul will start looking bad. Mridul was making sure his points are kept very right, but because of this cheering and pump up, he might eventually go and do something wrong and stupid, which will be bad for Mridul. So I don't think Mridul should be excited about this cheer up because Zishan doesn't like her, Bajaj doesn't like her, the Sohin Guru doesn't like, Farhan doesn't like Konika ji. So these people don't like this one, Konika ji. So they are going to pump you up, and because of that pump up, you will land in a problem. So I think, but Mridul's point was very valid. He directly told her, if I don't scratch your back, you will nominate me. And he was not sure why would she do that, because till now he always felt that he was in support of her. He was not her favorite, Konika ji. He was not Konika ji's favorite, but Konika ji is stating and giving a reason for Natalia, some or the other reason which I did not find right. But calling her Bin Pende Ka Lota was not right on Konika's part. Is why Mridul got to vote. And now let's talk about the third person. Pranit was also in the room. And when Praneeth was in the room, Praneeth is bound to give you some logical reasoning. We all were waiting for Praneeth's logical reasoning, and what he took? Neelam's name. And why he took Neelam's name? Basis his first week or second week, I don't know what. Or he tried to talk to her, but think Praneeth's point of view is not valid. I felt. I'll be very honest. Whatever he went there, he had no value. Then he taking Neelam's name was, I felt, a soft target for him was much easier. Otherwise, he will not take Mridul's name and Natalia's name because he wants to maintain good with Natalia, and Mridul can irk Praneeth for sure. So Praneeth took Neelam's name. And after that, he's coming out and crying. Praneeth was crying that, Arey yaar, people are not considering my logic. Arey, guys, please tell me, yeah? I want to understand. If I see something in the sky in the night, I might find it moon. Someone would say it's Mercury. Third person will say it's sun. Fourth person will say it's sun. So do I get irritated for the fact that everybody is calling sun? Why are they not standing with my logic? No, bro. People can say what they want to. People can like what they want to. You guys should not, feel bad about anything. And Praneeth crying on that, and he's saying that people are not able to understand his logic. I felt it is as stupid as Praneeth's opinion was. I think he's a comedian, but I think the good thing that he can do for this show, I think this is for Praneeth and Praneeth's audience. What Praneeth can do good thing for his show is leave this show and do a show outside, because he's doing a no show in this show here. Praneeth is actually doing nothing. His point of view is not valid. I think he's not able to understand the game, and he's gone because of one Salman Khan stunt. I think he's gone in a shadow, and I don't know how he's gonna wake up. यार, Mr. More is not getting up. मराठीमध्ये बोलला तर हे जागला नाही. गणपतीचा टाइम चाललाय मुंबईमध्ये आणि तो मुलगा जागला नाही. Like he's not woken up. I don't know what Praneeth will do in this show, but the best thing he can do for this show is move out of this show, because he's doing a no show in this show. Oh, what a line! Huh? I knew I said it better. That's why I said it again. So Bin Pehne Ka Lota from Konika ji coming for Mr. Mridul was not right, and that's the nomination. So Mridul was the nominated from the second set of sequences. Now let's talk about the third sequence. So third sequence that Bigg Boss invited was Farhana, Gaurav, and Konika ji. And out of that three, I like everybody had the possibility of chances to be nominated, but it depends on who are the other three people who are coming in terms of democracy. So there was Aves who came, Mr. Bajaj who came, and Mridul who came. Now Mridul is most likely to vote for Konika ji, because did what to Mridul, he is gonna give her back. It's like you scratch my back, I will scratch yours. You pat my back, I will pat yours. So the same thing even Mridul did. While doing that, he did take Konika ji's case for a lot many times, and eventually took the case when she came out also. So Mridul was on fire, and that fire, like Konika ji felt that warmth of Mridul, where he was in a rage, and when a young guy is on a rage, you are on the receiving end. Bajaj voted Konika ji, and what logic he had, I didn't understand. And Aves voted Konika ji, and what logic? They could have voted Farhana or Gaurav, but Aves, who didn't wanted to take a fight with Farhana, is why he never voted Farhana. He didn't want to take a fight with Gaurav, he never. So out of this, the most soft target was Konika ji. So Aves voted the soft target, Bajaj voted the soft target. So what these guys are doing? have no stand. Aves and Bajaj have no stand. Mridul had his reasons, right? So, one though they are not having stand when they are getting nominated, once though they don't have stand when they are nominating someone, and they are saying that Bahmat say we planned and we came and we nominated. And Mridul had a very clear line he stated there, beta beta bol ke chaku maroge to chalega nahi. Like you call me a son and you stab me on my back, will won't work for me. This is what Mridul was saying. And I think Konika had to get nominated there. So because all the three voted were because basis the Bahmat, like what do you call in English, sir? I don't know what you call Bahmat in English, but I think acceptance. I think majority is Bahmat. So majority's vote was for Konika. Konika got nominated. Now the fourth sequence was Tanya, Zishan, and Nehal. Now Zishan and Nehal are part of a team. Tanya is the individual here. So the people who come to nominate are the ones basis whom we'll come to know who got nominated, right? So Gaurav came. He doesn't like Tanya. He nominated Tanya. Farhana came. She voted also Tanya because she doesn't like Tanya, because Tanya did reveal her thing that she was stamping Basir's pillow or something like that. So he got nominated. Then Basir came. Basir had no option. Basir would have not nominated Nehal, would have not nominated Zishan. So he's most likely to nominate Tanya. But Basir's point of view was very wrong. So I felt Gaurav, Farhana and Basir had no like major point. At least have some major point. Gaurav doesn't like her, is why she nominated. Farhana like, Are you revealed my truth and you nominated. And Basir is saying that, oh, your superiority complex is why I'm nominating you. Basir, bro, you could give better reasons, yeah. At least have a better reason when you're coming for, or you're taking a stand to come inside. You have come inside and not having better reason, Basir. I don't expect that from you, but you did what you did. So I think your POV was very weak. So yeah, that's it. So let's talk about the fifth sequence. There was Praneeth, Amal, and Bajaj. So actually, Bigg Boss thought Praneeth most likely will be the one who will be nominated, but Praneeth did not get nominated because the people that came for that sequence was Nagma, Ashnoor, and Nihal. And Nihal too doesn't like Bajaj, so she targeted Bajaj and she nominated Bajaj. That was clear. Her point is whenever Bajaj is on the nomination, Nihal is going to vote Bajaj, and that is clear. So that we know. So that, and there was no POV is there. So I think that's okay. Ashnoor voted Amal saying that, oh, when you said that if you give bad words you can be nominated, so I want to nominate because you do give bad words. Arey yaar, Ashnu, you're a baby or what? Everybody give bad words. Everybody does in today's world. Internet is full with bad words and dirt content or nudity. But then what? Do you take a stand for that? No, right? And why are you taking a stand here? I did not find Ashnu's point was logic. Nagma saying that Amal is not to be seen and blah 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 and this and that. Nagma also voted based on the fact that Amal voted Aves, is why she voted Amal. Now, in this sequence, Amal got nominated, but eventually, Bigg Boss had a plan that maybe Praneeth or someone would have got nominated, but no, that didn't happen. But somewhere I want to say that Amal did have a stand. He said that I look more than you two couples, यार. What are you nominating me for? हाँ, and he directly said that तुम घर में रहने के लिए deserve ही नहीं करते, दिमाग नहीं है क्या? Oh, sorry. Nihal said that to Bajaj that you guys don't deserve, like Bajaj doesn't deserve to be in this house and he doesn't have head in his, but he doesn't have brain in his head. So I think Ashton and Nagma ka vote was actually bakwas, point not valid. But Amal said that husband or some husband and बीवी तो दिख ही नहीं रही है, which I agree. You have 30, 40 million followers and you're not to be seen. Amal has 2 million followers. He might not be doing better than you guys, but he might not be doing as good as others, but he's doing better than you guys for sure. So I think this was a set of nominations. So Aves with 30 to 31 or 30 million followers is nominated. Second is Mridul, who has a great audience behind him. He is nominated. Third, we have Konika Ji, who's currently running the show, is nominated. Tanya Ji, who's giving content, is nominated. So I don't. And fourth is Amal, who's doing better than Aves and Mridul for sure of lately till today. Now Mridul has just woken up, but he's also giving content and he's nominated. So what I feel is that Amal too will not be eliminated because Amal was one amongst that contestant that even Salman Bhai said that he was not sure that Amal will agree to be part of this show. So they will not remove them for sure. Tanya is giving content, so they're not going to remove Tanya for sure. Kunika Ji is giving content, they're not going to remove Kunika Ji for sure. Mridul has got a lot of audience base, so he's not going to go out of the house. And Aves has got 30 million. Now the 30 million will not vote you, then you look stupid, bro. So Aves is also not going to go out of this show. So I think currently this week there will be no elimination or there will be a twist. See, I'll tell you what is the possibility. One to no elimination, one to a fake elimination where someone will go to the secret room, and from that secret room there would be a third person's entry and they both will come together in this house. I think that will happen. Or yeah, that's it. No, there wouldn't be any eliminations for sure. That's my clear feedback. If Bigg Boss guys are watching, please watch it. But I'm telling you, this is what is going to happen. No elimination, or if there is an elimination, that will be a fake elimination, or there will be a third person coming. I think Shabazz making an entry in this show. Let's see. Okay. So Aves did mention later that he's understood the show and he knows now. First, he was a little confused. I think Aves has not understood the show. He's not able to understand this show is about personality. It's not about giving bad words. It's about having point of view. I'm telling you, Instagram, you get followers. Why? Because your content is nice. The reason of you growing is your content is nice, well shot, maybe different than most of others. That's when you are doing good. In this show, it's all about POV. Democracy है, but democracy में क्या है? what Salman Bhai said there, I written it down here that he did mention Salman Bhai. Ki, you know what you need is, अरे यार weekend का वार, I've written it down. Shit, you need personality. Yeah, something that Salman Bhai had said, but I don't know where I've written, but yeah. ठीक है. So you guys need to be different. Yeah, you can't be like an individual. Now after that, I saw Tanya crying. Tanya was crying today for what? She's saying that people are targeting her. She's having bad breath. People are commenting that she's like Neil will never be able to meet her. Arey, Tanya, you will also never be able to meet her if she doesn't invite you home, na? So it's the same thing. You will not be able to meet me because if I don't invite you guys, Tanya, you will never be home. So what I've seen is that Tanya's lot of content is coming out. People are making reels out of that. That she's stating something in the Bigg Boss, and outside the person is very different. So Tanya is faking it out. But keeping outside out, we know Tanya through this show. So let's believe that this is her personality and let's stick to it. Tanya is giving content. She's not giving right or wrong content. She's just giving content. I like her POVs at time, but she's not gonna be winner of the show. But she's gonna go long. She's gonna be the one woman who's gonna do her stupidity, who's gonna raise her voice, go emotional, gonna cry, gonna give drama, say 100 other things, self promotion. This is what Tanya is. So that's what she's gonna do. I also saw Amal doing Dosti with Mridul, which was very different. Let's say Amal doing Dosti with Mridul. A lot of people will say that he's doing Dosti because he needs followers. I don't think, because when Mridul and Amal both are nominated, they're not going to go out of this show. So doing a friendship with them is pure because he felt maybe, but I don't think Amal is doing this friendship because Mridul has great number of followers. So that's not at all true, guys. Yeah. So now, now there was a sequence which they showed, you know, after nomination fights. uh, these guys were sitting on a sofa. Amal was lazing around. I think Konika ji was doing the bedroom cleaning, and then she picked up Amal's glass from his side drawer or something. And that cup she picked up. Tanya said, "She'll keep it." Why is she keeping? She made sure that she gave content. She said, "Amal, this is your glass. Please wash it and clean." Because she said it, maybe she wanted to say with good intention, but she shouted and she said is what Amal felt bad, and he started giving her tit for tat. He said this line which I liked: सब भगवान का आदमी मत, सबको भगवान का आदमी मत समझो, मत समझो, शैतान भी बसता है हम पे. This is the line that he said. It literally means that do not believe that everybody is God's people. There are little devils that also are in our personality. That's what he would try to say. But I think that as a dialogue bazi, it was great. But I did think Tanya didn't have to do what she did. But I think Tanya didn't care, so she did what she did, and Amal is gonna give a tit for tat. Worst is that Aves and Tanya are bitching about Amal, and Amal is in the washroom. What a coincidence! And Amal walks out, and Amal says, and Aves' mouth shut. And then Tanya's mouth shut, and Tanya's trying to resolve, saying this Aves said it, and Aves is saying, I did not do it. That was so funny because people are going to Amal to become friends with him. People can't take a stand against Amal because I think Amal will make you look weak, because Amal is going to keep his friendship on top, he's going to keep his logic on top, he's going to keep his emotion on top, and because he's a singer, he is very emotional, he's going to make sure that when you cross that line, he's going to put valid points to make you realize you're doing stupidity. So I think somewhere Amal is a crucial player here. Now I want to say one more thing. What I felt is that Basir and Zishan. So I that started with a fight. So keeping that fight aside, we'll talk about the fight also. But let's talk about when Basir said Zishan something, and Zishan got angry, and then he did not react in front of Basir. He started reacting behind Basir. After that, he started reacting behind Basir. He's making sure that Amal also knows it. And when Amal knows it, he is eventually bitching. And he's saying that Basir is a person who normally becomes sweet with people with time. But Zishan, why don't you do that? You're good with Bajaj, who doesn't like Amal. You're good with Farhana, who doesn't like Basir. You're good with Neil, who doesn't like Bajaj. You're good with so many random people, and then you're saying that this is what Zishan is, this is what Basir is doing. Then you're also doing that only. If he is Bengan ka barta, if Basir is Bengan ka barta, I'm just trying to say that. Then Zishan bhai, you're Barte ka Bengan, because your personality is no different. You're doing that only. When you call someone a spade, you are also being a spade here. That's what I felt about you. Let's talk about Basir, Nihal. and Farhana's trio fight, wherein Neil wanted to justify her case by asking Basir, has he hidden the bag or not? Has he hidden the makeup or not? But what happened is, see, Farhana knows that the makeup is hidden and Basir has hidden it. Neil also knows that Basir has hidden the makeup. But what these guys were doing, they were doing very clearly one thing, which is that trying to showcase that, see, I'm making sure that I'm asking Basir, which Basir did mention. Please do not, guys, like he did mention, Neil, please do not ask me this again and again. And Neil got offended because Basir spoke to her in a rude tone. Now, this is one problem, yeah. When you talk to someone in a rude tone, people will feel bad. When you talk to them sweetly, they will gonna feel nice. So this is what Basir doesn't want to take a BT about, and he got angry. And then he made sure he gives Farhana her makeup, and he said, "Let's do a fresh start." Now, what Farhana did that when she got her makeup, she started yelling, speaking her mind, and started saying, "Basir, परवरिश का problem है, you are always gonna do this, how can you expect me to be nice to you when you are doing something like this?" And that's when Farhana just crossed his line. When Basir is showing you hand of friendship, you're trying to become enemy with him because you know you're gonna get content from him and this and that. But see, Basir is such a personality. He had a shift in plan. Basir had a different mood and Basir was cleaning, but Farhana wanted to irritate him. But what Basir started saying, "You look beautiful." Actually, Farhana was looking beautiful and Farhana did not need makeup. But Basir started fooling with her, saying that Basir started saying that, "Farhana, you look beautiful, you don't need makeup. Oh, do you have a boyfriend?" Basir was trying to fool, pull her leg, have fun, because now Basir can't only be fighting across all the time. And Farhana wanted to irritate him, and Basir didn't want to get irritated. So he wanted to be light on his mood. So he was having fun part with Farhana. But I think Farhana is the person who's going to give you content. So if you fight with Farhana, you're going to look good because Farhana is going to be the one who's going to say your family is not brought you well. Do Kodi ka person, no ijjat. She's going to go on your parents. Farhana is going to do a lot of stupidity. So for Farhana's stupidity, you start looking right. So Farhana, I think, is a person who's going to go a long way, but eventually she's gonna make sure that you fight with her, you are all to be seen, and because she says so many ill things to you, that you will become the god. Not to the god, but you will become the righteous person there. So I think Farhana is gonna do her piece of bakwas, and whoever fights with her is gonna look good. I see. According to me, I want this trio. I want Farhana, Gaurav, and Zishan in one team, and I want the rest in others. Nihal also they can add because these are the people I'm not liking. Zishan I'm not liking. Nihal I'm not liking. Farhana I'm not liking. Gaurav I'm not liking. These are the people I'm not liking. So people who like them, this is my opinion, guys. So I just want to clearly state to everybody, there is going to be no elimination, or there is going to be a fake elimination, or there is going to be a new entry or wildcard entry in this house. So this is for this week, guys. That's the review for today, guys. Please like, share, and subscribe. If you do not like my review, please dislike. Do what you want to do, but please leave comments if you do not like my reviews. I would want to know your feedback. And good night to everybody, and good morning and good evening for people who watch this live later or tomorrow or whenever, basis their time zone. Thank you, guys. Have a wonderful night tonight or a morning today. Okay, bye, guys.